Sorry about that. I had the microphone completely off. So what I was saying was, wherever you are in the world, I pray you're having a great, kind, awesome, safe, and successful day. And no matter what you are trying to do, you are well worth it and always loved in the world. Thank you for watching on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube Live, and DLive.tv. I apologize if you are on the Facebook Live, I cannot see your chats, so jump over to YouTube on the link or over to DLive and chat with me. Ask me a question, anything at all, I will most definitely answer. Such as things like, the microphone doesn't work, man. Turn that stuff on. So we're going to start with the World Coin Index. We have Bitcoin at $10,022. We have Ethereum, $211, down 2.44%. Litecoin down 4.20% at $91. EOS, $4.03, down 2.19%. Ripple at fifth place, down 2.83%. Bitcoin Cash down 1.86%. Dash down 2.51%. And Tron in eighth place on the corporate market cap at down 5.39%. Ethereum Classic down 3.93%. And BGogo token down 1.54%. NEO down 5.29%. So we're going to go into a couple pieces of news, very brief pieces of news. Before, we're going to start with the SRs on who the position in miners, delegate, basically essentially, not exactly miners, but stakers, delegated proof of stake of you, the voters in the community, voting for TRON SRs. So we have Sesame Seed at 580 million votes. SR Tron Europe, 425 million votes. Tron 1, 399 million votes. Tron Grid, 364 million votes. BitGuild, 364 million votes. Tron Link, 336 million votes. Tron Scan, 303 million votes. Crypto Guy and ZA, 298 million votes. BitTorrent, 298 million votes. TRX Market, 292 million votes. Crypto Chain, 277 million votes. Beatscoin, 276 million votes. Tron Spark, 268 million votes. Sky People, 258 million votes. Tron Wallet Me, 257 million votes. uTorrent, 248 million votes. Justin Sun Tron, 247 million votes. Tron Vietnam, 246 million votes. Crypto Knight, 218 million votes. Infinity Stones, 208 million votes. Hit BTC, 205 million votes. MinerGate, 189 million votes. TRX Ultra, 189 million votes. Huobi Pool, 184 million votes. Lian Jinshu, 180 million votes. Tron Boom, 179 million votes, and Crypto Diva SR, 179 million votes. So these are the top 27 SRs that are producing and fetching blocks. And let me know in the chat if you would like to know, or in the comments on the replays, anything more about these SRs. We can go ahead and review them, and I'll go ahead and tune into them based on the demand of you and what these SR delegates are rewarding back to you, the community, for voting. For example, if an SR so wishes to reward back 90 or even all of their block TRX rewards to you, the voters, on a daily capacity, every 6 hours or every 24 hours, to your wallets. Now, you freeze your Tron, you can vote for these SR delegates who are mining, I keep saying mining because it's easy to say mining in cryptocurrency, but essentially, yeah, they are fetching blocks and receiving a reward of Tron TRX. And like you can say, Bitcoin mining or Ethereum mining. But this is delegated proof of stake. You are voting, you're not losing your TRX, you are freezing your TRX, it's always staying in your wallet, and then you have added bandwidth for free transactions, and you can vote for SRs. So while you're transacting, you have reward systems back of free Tron back to your wallet. So if you're all in on cryptocurrency, they have various different types of cryptocurrency apparel on cryptoandproud.com. You can find, if you are all in on Tron or a loved one or a family, friend, coworker even, and you see them and you like to gift them Tron TRX cryptocurrency apparel, they have shirts, hats, sweaters, coffee mugs, cell phone cases, all of the great awesome stuff that you can find on Crypto and Proud. Oh, yeah. So on our first pieces of news, we have, let me see, grab the old spectacles. So Carbon enables credit card purchases of TRON-based digital currencies. So basically, a fintech company, Carbon, in New York, has scaled TRON blockchain support of allowing credit card purchases of TRC20 based tokens and other cryptocurrencies through its Fiber on-ramp product. So basically, users of their product can make debit and credit card purchases outside of the US through Carbon's exchange using a Carbon-enabled wallet or through a dApp, and then receive their choice of TRX, BTT, or TRXD stablecoin within minutes. I would think they were saying USDT stablecoin, but I will look into the TRXD stablecoin. While Fiber currently supports most major credit cards, debit cards, and Apple Pay, users can soon make purchases with more than 180 currencies via additional payment methods included WeChat Pay, Alipay, Apple Pay, SEPA, or SEPA, I'm not sure, and wires. We're always looking for simplicity and ease of use for the TRON community, and these type of collaborations are extremely important in bringing buyers and sellers together in our growing dApp ecosystem, said Justin Sun, the CEO of TRON and BitTorrent. So Fiber will get native integration into one of the TRON's community major wallets, TronLink, giving users easy access to the world's largest dApp platform. Carbon is working on delivering US wallet support, the company said. And so this is part that I definitely find interesting as a utility user of TronLink, most definitely in business and corporate incentives. So to me, in the financial realm of tokenized economics and cryptocurrency economics, utilizing blockchain technology in business and corporations for transacting, so integrating the fiat integration is most definitely very integral through TronLink. Most definitely, yes. An easy access of a development tool such as Tron, the TRX itself, and our smart contracts. So Tron is dedicated to accelerating decentralization of the internet through blockchain technology and decentralized applications. So the utility of tools within applications, say, all different apps that we use right now, day to day, that integrates blockchain technology with what we will be reviewing here, most definitely on Tron Live News, Crypto Live News, what dApp applications are and what they mean for us in modern day times as users, comparatively with fintech, so this is essentially integration of fintech with blockchain. Carbon is a fintech company in New York City based. Okay, so we were talking about how, making blockchain applications more usable by fixing payments. Carbon's fiat no, I'm just kidding. Carbon's fiat gateway product, Fiber, enables users to purchase cryptocurrencies using a variety of user-friendly payment methods wherever the API is integrated on mobile or desktop. The company has also launched price-stable cryptocurrencies on multiple public blockchains, including Tron branded as TRXD, which I'm going to look into this. We're going to talk about that most definitely. EOS, Telos, and Ethereum public blockchains. I guess these investors of what they're talking about here is General Catalyst, Firstmark, DCG, and Plug and Pay, among others. So these are probably certain, maybe Plug and Play. Plug and Play is maybe a fiat fintech type integration. I will look more into those, but that can only guess. So that to me, and definitely corporate use, is very, very interesting. If you are a business with point of sale and e-commerce and integration of blockchain in the browser, such as TronLink, which you see, I'm not sure I'm logged in, but this is TronLink, and we will log in, and integration of your wallets. Obviously, you save your PKs. Never share your privacy key anywhere with anyone. It's like your debit card PIN. You store it away. Always private in an encrypted file, most definitely. And I back up what also is called a key store file, or a .json file, as encrypted, and that attaches to the password when you're integrating from certain wallets into Tron Link like that, or logging into the Block Explorer, Tron Foundation's Block Explorer, tronscan.org. So scanning the blockchain has all the transactions and the SRs as we were looking earlier. Earlier up on the tabs. So in finality, would like to talk about this a bit older article, but still relevant and very bashing on smart contracts, but in a certain protocol of why they're saying what they're saying, and also the positives of smart contracts, but just how. And I have certain things I agree to disagree because of the negativity. And for me, I really pray and look to stay positive about such technologies when you talk about, again, fintech and blockchain technology. So we're here, right, and watching this because the advancements, and I will talk about why, on smart contracts and in this range, and we're going to close out Tron Live News, crypto live news for this day. Also, most definitely, please definitely stay in tune on this channel, because we will be having certain most awesome giveaways of crypto and proud apparel. So subscribe, smash the like on Tron. Broke my glasses also. Tron Live News accidentally. Tron Live News, crypto live news, live discussion, somewhere around that area where I was just trying to point to. But I don't know if anyone sees the crack on this side of my glasses there. Have the other ones arriving in the post. There's a huge amount of rhetoric and start. Back up. Yeah. Blockchain smart contracts aren't smart and aren't contracts. So says David B. Black, contributor and part of fintech within Forbes. So smart contracts are all the rage in the blockchain world these days. They're the key feature that has pushed Ethereum to prominence. They're everywhere. Just a little few problems. They're not smart. They're not contracts. They're rife with security issues, and they violate the core principles that are supposed to make blockchain wonderful. Other than that, they're great, right? That is a doomsday positivity about smart contracts. Like doomsday attitude of the most positive nature on closeout, other than they're great. So let's better understand this somehow. There is a huge amount of rhetoric and propaganda about what smart contracts are supposed to be. In the reality, smart contract is a software program written in a variety of most languages, such as Solidity, and basically embedding the ability of integration of JavaScript into compatibility, such as similarities with the Solidity, but oftentimes there's definitely more in-depth, different variants of complex nature into it. A smart contract is the exact equivalent of in the blockchain world of a stored procedure in the database world. This means that it is embedded in the blockchain and has access to its internal functions. So essentially, as administrators, even AI teaching, and access of smart contracts for utility. So they're definitely right about that. At first glance, smart contracts can seem like a clever idea that enables endless extensions to underlyingly immutable distributed ledger technology in which they are embedded, greatly extending their flexibility in fields of application. Let's take a few look. So they're going to go ahead and scrutinize now, right? So in a typical explanation, basically, yeah, all right. If I write you a history of Bitcoin, you'll send me $10 on my birthday this year. We can do it via a legally enforceable contract, which involves lawyers, notaries, and so on. Or we can do it via Ethereum. Ethereum is a blockchain, and Tron is a blockchain, both enabling the Solidity language and smart contracts upon to be developed within their virtual machine. In the latter case, you put $10 worth of smart coins in escrow, and then the terms of the contract are met. Those coins are released to me. If I don't meet the term of our agreement, the coins are released back to you. So that is an automated feature on a time lock based upon the signature of blockchain blocks. For example, as a Solidity development logic within smart contract, you can have that if these are not released to me, if the latter case, the $10 of coins are in escrow and the terms of contract are not met, and the timer, say, and programmed into a contract are not met, and the coins are rolled back, or say it's a borrowing state where also has interest, where a person borrows with the interest by staking their Ethereum, for example, into a smart contract to borrow plus more plus the interest, and then receive their Ethereum back, possibly with certain collaterals. So that's what we see there. And this is a protocol. So if a person did not pay back a smart contract loan, for example, then the funds of allocation of collateral are not collected back. We can look into loan type based, certain company that's doing succeeding in the loan based protocol of smart contract utility with all different cryptocurrencies, most definitely. I think that I'm pretty sure they're using Solidity smart contracts. The key innocent sounding phrase of the above description is when the terms of the contract are met. When I write you a history of Bitcoin, will you accept it if it's a piece of crap? Probably not. Here's what has to happen with the ideal. We have to agree on the terms of the deal. This happens verbally, no matter what mechanism is used. We have to express the deal terms in a mutually acceptable way. In the land of normalcy, either a verbal agreement would be okay, or we have an email or paper exchange. In a smart contract land, someone who has to write someone would have to write a program in acceptable language, such as Solidity. We will both have to have wallets and accounts on the same cryptocurrency, basically the same blockchain, among hundreds of others that are out there. We would have to agree that the Solidity program expressed in our mutual agreement. How good are your Solidity reading and writing skills? You also have to deposit $10 in your account. So essentially $10 of Tron, $10 of Ethereum, and most definitely having a core competency of developers and auditors succeeding in the blockchain technology sector for secure smart contracts, such as the Open Zeppelin protocol on GitHub. And we will review what the what Zeppelin is on smart contracts, which is a core contract basis of Solidity different type contracts that are proven and tested as immutable and secure in its audits. I would write up my history and send it to you. In real life, I'd get it to you in paper email. In smart, we wrote this right. So there's no good way to so they're going to go in depth here. Here's the scrutiny part of it. Contract land, there's no good way to send an email, and putting an email address into a smart contract would make it available to the public. There's some, unless we have a privacy-based smart contract that's encrypted into like a certain ledger of the contract. There are some clever hacks involving external services that monitor accounts in the blockchain, but there's no direct solution. So I'd have to get my history to you using plain old real-life methods. So that's not the best scrutiny, but it's a jab at it, right? A decision would be made about whether the history I send satisfied the contract. This would be done in real life by sending you reading the history and making a judgment. Smart contracts would remain blissfully unaware of this crucial step unless it is amazingly advanced in AI/NLP is in somehow embodied in. So yes, you can do AI machine learning on its algorithms and datas. If it's basically attaching API layers on the front end to the AI of the data, if you so wish to say decrypt a smart contract. So the contract doesn't have to have email, but you can have encryption layers on the API. That, yeah, sure, machine learning can have certain secure access to, for example, to say its own privacy keys of its own data that it learns, and to unlock the contracts and say API informations of the contract. But then the contract is maybe the transaction of say $10 of funds of AI, say paying its own car vehicle gas or to fill itself, for example, if there's automated gas stations connecting to vehicles. If the terms of the contract are met, the money would be sent to me. In real life, you hand me the $10, mail it to me, or electronically transfer it to me via one of the widely available methods, for example, Venmo, which handled over 12 billion in transactions in 2018. On closing note on this, when I talked about like sending the $10, the APIs are like, say, vehicle has its own email address or something like that, or account with said gas station, that the $10 worth of blockchain type tokenization core cryptocurrency encryption of currency is sent within the smart contract of, say, like the gas station's contract ledgering that the AI is functioning with on an API layering that's encrypted also. In the terms of the contract are met, machine learning, obviously, it learned through its AI algorithms to do what it needed to do at that gas station. Fueling the car through, that's just an example I'm talking about. So in smart contract land, you have in real life, you had handed me the $10. You hand me the $10, mail it to me, or electronically transfer it to me via one of the widely available methods, for example, Venmo. So we read about that, did 12 billion in transactions, like to PayPal, etc. In smart contract land, you've had $10 tied up in your crypto account since the contract was agreed to, and the program, the smart contract was created by one or both of us. You would then send a transaction to the contract to transfer the money to my account, after which I would convert it to normal money, which fees taken out along the way. So basically, the way you all heard me just express this was that, this is inefficient, what I was expressing here, and AI algorithms with API data, with, say, even the API data can trigger creating a smart contract in the blockchain, and the AI is the algorithm that learned to automatically make the contract by AI functioning a button that it knows how to function within the API software programming that then connects to the blockchain-based software programming of Solidity of the contract, that then can inject $10 worth of Ethereum into a secure smart contract address, and or, like, say, a tokenized asset of the gas company within itself, providing gas services of fueling a vehicle, and or maybe electricity becomes a widely available and sold type thing that then is sold into the car to fuel it in a certain way, or maybe, like, even, for example, lithium ionization rechargings or something, based on the demand, the demand of these type of commodities in the future. So this way they talked about is efficiencies and scrutinies, but the way I'm talking about is successes and positivities of the actual reality of ability and tangible. What I'm talking about tangibly for advancements of blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, tokenization, economics, smart contract connected to AI and machine learning. Someone please, so they just, I'm not gonna really state about that. In addition to these problems mentioned along the way, you've got these. If you love my history but want to cheat me and not pay me, how does this smart contract help? If I'm worried, so that can have automation, like they were saying, if it's something's not carried out in the contract, it rolls back automatically in its logic, its secure logic, audited logic of its design of the contract. So work with companies in auditing type bases, such as, again, like what I was talking about, the Zeppelin protocol smart contracts, which we will review most definitely in the GitHub repository. If we make a written agreement, even a simple email, at least we can probably both understand it. What are the chances we're going to both fluent in Solidity? Once more, again, that's why we have UX UI built on the interfaces of Solidity. But we are keeping the data ledgerings also of the transaction moving on the blockchain, smart contract layerings. The key part of any agreement of this kind is a characterization of history I'm supposed to write in acceptance of criteria. How can that be expressed or evaluated in fine lines of code? That's in the logic of the Solidity. That's how. In terms of just moving the money quick and easy with minimal overhead is, I'm going to go ahead and say, they're talking about Venmo, but most definitely it is very efficient in the blockchain you are working within, such as Tron. Now we have certain inefficiencies with the gas fees and Ethereum that we've addressed, and miners, and who's accepting and kind of like that. But we also have the overall delegated stake of who's voting for SRs. But the reality is that its core, the technology, and Ethereum is scaling itself to have the side chains and have the free transaction protocols in a secure way of faster efficiencies in cheap transactions. And in Tron, you have the acceptance of great bandwidth capabilities and great capabilities of BitTorrent, most definitely in the scaling of BitTorrent and file sharing. We're going to be talking about BitTorrent and the connection of Tron blockchain and the efficiency of what's called energy and bandwidth. Now, bandwidth is allowing our transactions to be free in this type of blockchain and very efficient and very fast. It can be in reality millions and millions of dollars of funds transacting in a very fast and efficient way with like mere fractions of a penny, and it can have great connections to fiats in the transactions in and out of fiats, so it helps the transactions of fiats with its advancements. That's my study in the what research I feel a connection of positive utility of social acceptance and processing when we won't even really have to know it, of smart contracts and fiats together, and its technologies and fintechs, AIs, Solidity type coding smart contracts. So in other type language contracts, if a new evolving languages such as JavaScript into Solidity and Python, C#. So I'm positive about smart contracts. I'm most definitely positive about smart contracts. Hey everyone, thank you for listening on Tron Live News this day. I pray you have a great, awesome, safe day. Subscribe, smash the like, turn on the notifications, share these with your friend, family, co-workers, and I will have the recap links on all these articles in the description. And please do go over to Twitter, follow the Twitter, subscribe to Tron Live News, Crypto Live News on the subscription of Telegram here, most definitely as well. And stay tuned for Matrix Game It Hours, where we have live game streaming, and we'll be going through the product integrations of full decentralized gaming and staking together in the advancements of dApps, any type of consoles, indie gaming, PUBG gamings. Cheers, cheers. God bless your kind hearts. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay harmonious and loving of each other.